Hey guys, it's Tuzee from Tuzeemusic. Guys, I'm back again like I promised last week with another episode of Tuzee Tuesdays. It's actually episode 11 and we are still digging into the holidays. Today, our topic for today is Christmas celebration. Christmas celebrations, love on somebody this year, part 3. So, how are you doing? You know, it's less than 2 weeks to Christmas. How are you doing? You know, just saying that is a little bit like breathe a little deeper, Tuzee. It's less than 2 weeks until Christmas. Are you done your Christmas shopping? You know, are you done wrapping? You know, kids, all of the kids, if there's a kid in the room, all of you guys, have you sent your letters to Santa Claus? What did you ask for this year? You know, at my house, we have been praying for Santa Claus like quite a lot lately. We actually been praying that he is healthy and safe, that he can deliver presents this year, because I think every year is amazing to have Santa Claus, but I think this year especially we want Santa to be well and that he can deliver presents. And we've been praying that even the naughty kids, that they will, you know, turn around and, we'll get presents this year, because we need that joy, love, and happiness this year more than ever. But yeah, how is it going? How is your Christmas decoration going? Do you have your tree up yet? You know, last week we talked about, not allowing COVID to take away Christmas from us. You know, I encourage you people to, put up your Christmas tree and use the hashtag sharing a Christmas memory, stating that COVID does sucks, but you know what? Love endures. And the hashtag was COVID sucks, but love endures. Have you taken that challenge? Have you taken that challenge yet? You know, what are your Christmas celebrations going to look like? Have you decided that? You know, what was it like last year? What was it like the last few years? And what are you doing different this year? What is it going to look like? Remember, we are still in code red. So what are the plans for Christmas? And, there's so much to talk about. Like, I am like really excited about this show, but there's just so many questions. It's never ending. Are you ready for Christmas? Have you gotten back that love, joy? Do you have the Christmas spirit back? Have you been able to share that spirit with other people? You know, like we said last week, people are angry, people are anxious, people are afraid, and people are scared with COVID. And we said we need to remind ourselves and others around us that we are in Christmas season, and this is a season of love, joy, and happiness. You know, I totally get it. COVID is still here. We are still in code red. But like we said last week, we cannot allow COVID to take away Christmas too. COVID has already taken a lot from us, but we cannot allow COVID to take Christmas away. So as I was saying, guys, how is it going? We have 2 weeks of Christmas. Are you ready? So yeah, lots of questions today. But just before we go digging into today's topic, the Christmas celebrations, love on somebody this year, part 3. Of course, we cannot go without Tuzee joke time. It's Tuzee's joke time. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, this is actually Christmas cookies. So I made cookies and I am going to be sharing my recipe with you at the end of the show. So keep watching. Okay. So today's joke, like I was saying, today's joke is about a pastor preaching a very impassioned sermon about death and final judgment. So, he on the pulpit, and he said each member of this church, each member is going to die and face final judgment. So we're looking at the front pew, the front row of the church. He noticed there was a guy that when he said that, the guy actually smiled, like a bigger smile on his face. So the pastor, looking straight at this guy this time, he said, again, each member, even more forcefully, each member is going to die and face judgment. And this time the guy actually smiled even bigger, nodded his head and just smiled a lot more. So the pastor couldn't get it. He's like, okay, maybe he's not getting me. I got to get through to this guy. So he hit the pulpit and he said, I said, each member of this church is going to die and face judgment. And the same thing happened when he said it. This guy is like nodding his head and just smiling away. So the pastor is actually pretty worked up about it, that he doesn't understand why this guy doesn't get what he's trying to say. So finally, he stepped off the platform. He came off the platform and he stood right in front of the guy and he shouted, I said, every member is going to die and face judgment. And then the man just grinned like ear to ear, like he's so close to the pastor, and he actually just smiled again and nodded. So the pastor couldn't get it. After the service was all over, the pastor, the first thing he went was straight to that guy, and he asked him, he's like, I don't get it. He said, each time I said that every member is going to die and face judgment, you smiled. You had an even bigger smile. And he said, why? Why is that? Do you not understand how important that is? And the guy, looking at the pastor, very sternly, he said, I'm not a member of this church. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I guess next time the pastor is preaching, he's got to say every person's going to die and not just the members. Oh my goodness. I kind of wonder what's the pastor's response to that. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh well, anyways. Well guys, that was Tuzee joke of the week. So I hope you laughed, because that's the whole point of Tuzee Tuesday. We get to share some fun time. We get to laugh a little bit. You know, right now our world is so serious. We need to be able to laugh. Just let it out. Laugh a little bit. So I hope you did that, because that's the whole point of Tuzee Tuesday. Like I said, we have fun, we inspire, and then we learn, add value as well. Okay, so I hope you laugh as well. But as I was saying, our topic for today is the Christmas celebrations. Love on Somebody This Year, part 3. So we started with a bunch of questions. And yeah, like I was saying, what are your plans this year? You know, more than anything, I really hope that you still plan to celebrate Christmas, you know. And if not, I really, really hope that I can change your mind. And, you know, please watch as well. Go back and watch the last couple episodes, because we've been talking about all about the holidays, why it's so important that we celebrate this year more than ever. And I really hope that I can change your mind if you're one watching right now and thinking, you know what, there's no way I'm celebrating this year. You know, there's COVID all over. I really hope I can change your mind, and that you can join and celebrate this year. Like I keep saying, COVID has already taken away enough from us, and we cannot allow it to take away Christmas. So hopefully I can change your mind. But yeah, what are your plans for Christmas? And welcome, guys. Welcome. If you're just joining Tuzee Tuesday for the first time today, I say welcome. And if you're here, this is another episode, you're like a regular, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. You know, I do this because I have you guys behind me, and I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. You know, Today is episode 11. We started at episode 1. So we've been doing this. I have been doing this for this is the 11th episode. So 11 weeks in total. So yeah, I couldn't have done it without you, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback. So thank you, and thank you so much if you're just joining us today. I hope that you will have fun. You will be inspired. You will get some value added to yourself today. You will learn to love yourself a little more so that you can love on somebody else, because that is the goal of Tuzee Tuesdays. And like I always said, even though the show says Tuzee Tuesdays, if you have anything you would like to add, please send it my way. You can always direct message me or put it in a comment. I'm always looking forward to hearing from you. So, episode 11, Christmas Celebrations, Love on Somebody This Year, part 3. I just want to say a very, very big shout out and thank you to Craig Norris. Thank you, Craig Norris. He's from CBC Radio. Christmas Heart actually aired on the radio last week, and on the morning show with Craig Norris. So thank you so much, Craig, for all of your support, and thank you to CBC Radio as well for sharing Christmas Heart. I really do am truly, truly honored. So moving on, guys. So how is it going? Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready? You know what? It's literally 10 days, 10 days until Christmas. My girls have been doing the countdown here at my house. Wake up in the morning, the first thing, hey mom, did you know it's 13 days until Christmas? And it's yeah, thank you very much, but no thank you. But anyways, we've been doing that. So it's been, they're excited for Christmas, and we really do hope we can bring that, I hope that excitement is still there, because we need that. We need that. It's a season of love, happiness, and joy. Christmas. That's what Christmas time is. If you're not ready, are you almost there? Or have you not started yet? So are you ready? Are you ready for Christmas? Or are you almost there? Or are you just one that haven't started? Well, if you are ready, let me just say it. I say bravo to you. Good job. Yeah, show off. I was actually just talking to a few of my friends the other day about being ready for Christmas. And there was one of my friends there that actually just blurted out, just plainly, she said, you know what? Yep, I'm ready. I have been ready since October. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And she went on to say, you know what, since I heard about COVID, I wanted to get everything ready. All my presents are wrapped. Everything's ready to go, because I didn't want to get into just in case the store's closed. And I'm sitting there all of a sudden, I'm don't have anything to say to that. Because I've already told you guys, I'm last minute kind of shopper, and I've been on isolation with COVID and everything. So yeah, I am definitely not ready. I should just put it out there. But I have started my Christmas shopping. But it was really cool, because it was one of my other friends in the group. She said, you know what, I haven't even started yet. So it was actually really good that I wasn't the only odd person in the room. So are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, I say, yeah, great job. That's awesome. Oh, are you almost there? If you are started, I say, great job. That's great. That you've started, you probably have your Christmas tree up, you probably started going to the mall a little bit or ordering online. I'm actually very happy that you've started. I have started, yeah. Like I said, I have been going online. I went to the mall just a few days ago, and yeah, I got some things, of course. Not as much as I would have liked, but I did get some things. So I'm actually happy that I've started. Or are you one of those people that have not started? You just haven't been motivated enough to actually start your Christmas shopping or Christmas decorations or anything like that. Well, it's okay. I said we have 10 days. There's some years that I literally start my shopping the week before Christmas, and I'm able to get it all done. So I want to encourage you, though, even if you haven't started, I said you still have a little bit of time. So you need to get started, though. You need to get started and get on with that Christmas spirit, Yeah. So of course, if you haven't started, please get started. And I'm glad you're watching today, because the plan today is that I can convince you to get started today with your Christmas celebrations. Maybe it's whether it's tree or decorations. I can convince you with that. And like I mentioned in last week's show, we need to bring back the love, the joy and happiness of Christmas. You know, I was just saying, I get it, it's COVID. And if you've been watching, if you follow me on my social media, you will know that I'm actually, I'm a full-time nurse, as lots of you know, full-time nurse, singer-songwriter. And you will know that I was actually on quarantine, like isolated for almost 10 days because one of my COVID tests came back undetermined. So my entire family and I was put on isolation. And with that being said, I was swabbed like twice for COVID already, and I've been isolated for it. So I totally get it. I know it's true. COVID is here. But that's just it. COVID is here, but we cannot give COVID Christmas. Like we are using that hashtag. If you haven't used it, I encourage you to. COVID does sucks. COVID sucks. But love endures. And you know, the beautiful thing about love is that it doesn't just stop at enduring. Love conquers. It conquers. Love always finds a way. It always finds a way to win. So I really want to encourage you more than ever, loving somebody this year. Yeah, let's love on each other. And let's take Christmas back. Let's bring that love, joy, and happiness into Christmas. But yeah, so like I was saying, bravo if you already done everything. If you're just waiting for the big day, that's amazing. However, I do have a task for you though. And the task is, so let's say if you have a neighbor, you know, that you know very well decorates, and this year you notice, you know, there's no Christmas light. It's dark at that place. You know, they don't seem to have any tree up. There's no music or anything. I really want to encourage you to check on that neighbor. You know, whether it's a phone call, whether you're just going to call them or you're going to knock on the door. Of course, remember to wear your mask, keep your social distance. And just check on them. You know, tell them that you miss that the light and stuff. You know, it did add to the Christmas spirit. So just encourage them to check on them. But if you're not one that actually like to call people or do that, send a Christmas card. Send a Christmas card. They're your neighbor, so it's not going to take all that long. Just drop it in the mailbox. But of course, in that Christmas card, indicate, you know, we miss your light. We need it for the Christmas, you know, COVID sucks, but love endures. And just encourage them to, you know, get back on board with sharing that love, joy, and happiness of Christmas. And that is a task for you. Okay? So please do that. And like I was saying at the beginning of when I first started, I did make some Christmas cookies. So I usually, every year I try to do cookies and send it out to my neighbors and friends and stuff like that. I think it's fun actually to be able to do that. And there's a neighbor that I have that's really amazing. She usually will take my kids and they will bake Christmas cookies. So my house is full of cookies, and I'm not kidding when I wore this shirt. The holiday calories do not count. It really doesn't because this is the one time of the year that I am okay with having cookies for breakfast. I am, yep. Don't judge me. I totally am. Yeah. But yeah, so I actually, just talking about preparing for this show, I mistakenly say that, you know what, I think I should bake cookies for this show. And ever since I mentioned that, Brad, my husband, has not stopped reminding me. He's like, when are you making the cookies? So yeah, we did make cookies. And I will be sharing my recipe with you, like how I did the cookies. This is actually a recipe that was, it's kind of my mom's, but it's been like tweaked to Tuzee's kind of styled and recipe. So I hope you like it. I like it a lot. Like the cool thing about this recipe is like you can decorate it or you can eat it plain like this. Either ways, it tastes and it is beautiful either ways. So I'll be sharing that in a little, like later bit at the end of the show. But yeah, so we are talking about week 11 here, Christmas celebration. Christmas celebration, love on somebody this year. So, how did you celebrate before COVID? That's a question. How did you celebrate before COVID, and what are you planning to do this year? Has it completely changed? Are you still keeping that tradition except that you can't have a group of people together? Like, what's changed this year? So, as some of you know, like most of you know, I was born and raised in Liberia, West Africa. And Christmas in Liberia, like Christmas time, is beautiful. It's just amazing. I've been away from Liberia for a little bit, but I still remember every bit of it. It's beautiful time of the year. This Christmas cantata, that actually starts like weeks before Christmas. We do that before Christmas, and this choir practices. I happen to be in a choir back home, so back in Liberia. So that was fun. I was always like looking forward to November to hit, and then we start to practice Christmas songs, which is great. And yeah. But the cool thing, one thing that actually, if you ever been to Liberia, if you ever go to Liberia around the Christmas time, the holiday season, one phrase that we use all the time, here kids write down Christmas lists. We didn't do that. We didn't do Christmas list. We did celebrate, but we didn't do anything about Christmas lists. But what we did, we always said a phrase at Christmas time, and that phrase was, "My Christmas is on you." And what that meant, you expected, I don't know, whether a gift or something from that person. And usually people will respond like, "I'm just going to take a shower and I'm going to wash it off me." So this is like a joke. And then we will always respond that, "Well, my Christmas is in your blood." So that way, you can't wash out all of your blood. So yeah. We will end with that. And at the end of that, we will say Merry Christmas. So if you know anything about Liberians, if you're in Liberia, I don't know if Liberians here are the same. I don't think so. But in Liberia, we say a lot of hellos and hi. You can say hi to the same person more than 5 times in a day. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Serious. So let's say, I'm here sitting with you. You came to visit me and I went outside, or I went for a little bit. Maybe I was there for like about an hour. I come back, I will tell you, "Hey, hello again." I will say hello again. If I meet you in the street, even though we just talked here, I will tell you hello again. So we do a lot of that. And it's the same thing at Christmas time. We say Merry Christmas. And it doesn't matter if I saw you 5 times that day, I will say Merry Christmas. My Christmas is on you. Merry Christmas. And so by the end of the day, you felt merry, absolutely. And you were definitely put into that Christmas spirit because you wanted to tell somebody else, my Christmas is on you and Merry Christmas. It just was fun. I just loved that. And another thing that I loved was caroling at people's door. So we did that. I remember very well. Like, it's so beautiful. Like we used to have like a group of kids together and organize, and we practice really well. Christmas Eve, I believe it was around midnight. We go out to houses and we sing Christmas carol, whether it was Silent Night or Wish You a Merry Christmas. We just sang, and it was just beautiful. And the cool thing about that, we went to people's door, and people always opened the door, came out and joined the singing. So they would sing with us. And then sometimes the kids in the house would come and join the group. So sometimes the group would start with like maybe 10 people or 12 people, and then by the end of the day, we have so many other people. Maybe we'll end up with 20 or more people. And it was really, really amazing. Something I absolutely miss and can't wait to experience one of these days. I don't know if they still do that, but that was that's a beautiful memory. And another cool thing was the houses we stopped at, usually we got gifts from those houses, and they usually would give us money and say, "You know what, well, buy yourself a soft drink or something." That's something we say in Liberia. But yeah, just beautiful. And I love that a lot. And of course, we made sure our houses was clean, like our bedrooms. We cleaned it. That was one time of the year when your parents and you have to yell at you to clean up because you wanted your room clean for Christmas. And we picked our best outfits because we went to church on Christmas Eve as well as Christmas Day, which is just absolutely beautiful. And then as well as the food. The food at Christmas time in Liberia was absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sure they still make some really amazing stuff. Like every year I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're making today. And it's, yeah, just beautiful. But yeah, the food, like absolutely, I don't remember ever eating turkey on Christmas Day at my family's house. I don't know, maybe other families did turkey, but we didn't do turkey. But we had ribs. So, peanut butter ribs. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's absolutely finger licking amazing. We had that. We had jollof. We had fried chicken. We had salad. But just beautiful, and there was always enough. And one thing I remember about Christmas time, it was one time my mom would get out her very pretty dishes and send food out to the neighbors. Like the neighbors, and it was not just her. The neighbors sent us stuff and we sent stuff to them as well. But it was like an exchange of food, just really beautiful. And also there was always enough left just in case someone stopped by. And I mean anyone. If you just pass by the house that day, you got a plate to eat. Just beautiful memory, like just amazing. And another thing too, we did, we had that was absolutely there at Christmas time. We had love. We had love. Siblings tried their hardest to not fight on Christmas Day or Christmas time. We tried really hard. Me being the fourth of seven, sometimes it was actually really difficult, but yeah, we tried, and just beautiful. Just the love and the joy and happiness around Christmas time was just amazing. And I did mention all those food that we had on Christmas, but, there were Christmases that we didn't have all those food, but one thing that was so real, we had love at Christmas time. And, we didn't get presents under the Christmas tree. Sometimes we didn't even have Christmas tree in the house, but we had love. It was there. It was real. It was there at Christmas time, which is beautiful. And, yeah. Being here in Canada, like I said last week, Christmas is celebrated absolutely different in Canada than Liberia. But being here in Canada, it's actually amazing. Christmas time's here as well. As you already know, one of my favorite holidays is Christmas Day, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier that Canada is a country that celebrates Christmas. And yeah, Christmas time is beautiful here too, like absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna share this with you. My first Christmas in Canada, when I first came to Canada, thank God that, He created the body in a way that things stays where they belong, and they don't fall out of place. Because, when I first came, the presents, oh my goodness, the present, my first time seeing, and I'm not joking, it was like a mountain of presents at our Christmas celebration. And I was just like, and I'm not joking, if my eyes could have fallen, it probably would have come out. But there was just so much. And, I don't know. And I got a lot of presents that year. Well, thanks to songs like Do They Know It's Christmas Time at all. But I got a lot of presents that year. And it was truly, truly amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. But here at Christmas time, all of the family gathered together. And my mother-in-law made almost all the food at Christmas time. Like she did the cooking, like the baking. And I'm not joking. She's one Canadian. Her cooking is one Canadian cooking that I look forward to. She can cook. She's good, especially Canadian style food. She can cook. So she will make turkey, stuffing, salads, and I'm not joking, salads. There's a few different salads, biscuits, and freshly made biscuit, like really good. And then there was turnips. There is gravy. There's like so many stuff. Of course, me being an African by birth, I'm not a big on potatoes, especially mashed potatoes. It's not like one of my like go-to kind of thing. But I love the stuffing, yeah, and the turkey. I love those kind of things. So I make sure my plate was overflowing with those and the fresh biscuits. But no, and desserts. Oh my goodness, Christmas cookies, yeah. Desserts at Christmas time in that lady's house is just amazing. I think she makes one of the best apple pies and butter tarts I've had so far. Like absolutely amazing. I keep telling her she needs to sell her recipe because is amazing. Like really good apple pies, one of the best. But yeah, so anyways, that was like a few years. She used to do everything, but as the family got bigger and you know, as years passed, we now celebrate Christmas at Brad's sister, one of his sisters, and it's still a lot of fun. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what we're doing this year. We haven't really heard very much because, like I said, my family on this side, we're really big on getting together. We literally, before COVID, got together for birthdays, every single holidays, and Christmas was just a huge one. If I was ever working on Christmas Day, that's just like, I try to get it off, but if I couldn't, we made sure we did it when I was available so that the whole family were together. So that's I don't know what Christmas is going to be like this year, but it's a great time in my family here in Canada and back in Liberia. And yeah, like I said, so I'm not sure really what are we doing this year. I have started my shopping and stuff, and yeah, and I'm sure everyone has started theirs, but as to what are we going to do, we're not sure right yet. But love at Christmas time, you know, love at Christmas time is not it's just undeniable. And I don't care whether you were in Canada, whether you were in the US or Europe or Africa, the love of Christmas is, you know, it's just there. It's undeniable. It's actually there. Like in Christmas Heart, like I wrote in Christmas Heart, you know. And so I encourage you really, you know, I really want to encourage you to really love on somebody this year, you know, and more than ever, like I've been saying in my last few episodes and in my new release, Christmas Heart, love on somebody this year. But especially this year, just because of all of what we're going through right now, you know, we need to love on each other more than ever, you know, and bring back that Christmas spirit, you know, that spirit of love, happiness, and joy again. We need to do that. And yeah, we cannot deny that COVID is here. It's true. We need to accept the fact that it is here. But one thing we need to accept as well is that COVID has taken away enough from us. We talked about it last week, you know, how people had to change their weddings and all those things. So all of those has been taken away from us. So we cannot give COVID Christmas as well. And, you know, I get it about COVID and everything, but I just want to share this with you. Like I just told you, however, I was born and raised in a country known for civil wars. You know, it's new. Like if you Google Liberia, one thing that's going to pop up is like civil wars. We are known for civil wars. And if we could still remember the love at Christmas time, you know, at Christmas, why running from bullets? I say we can too with COVID. We can. Yes, we can. I totally think we can. I believe we can. So I really encourage you, you know, I really want you to remember that you are loved. So love on somebody this year, you know, like I said in Christmas Heart, you know, God in all his sovereignty and grace made a way for all of us so that we can have love, joy, and happiness, you know. And yeah, so loving somebody this year. And please, I hope I have convinced you to celebrate this year more than ever. We need to celebrate this year. You know, we have to. I get it, but we need to do that. We cannot give Christmas to COVID. And guys, I just want to leave you with this quote. You know, I've used it before, and it's a quote that actually really did inspire. It inspires me a lot. But it's a quote by Josephine Bacon, and she said, "Remember this December, like this December 2020, this December, love weighs more than gold. It does." So loving somebody this year. And that is our show for today, guys. Next week, though, I just want to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Like we've been saying, next week is Sing Along with Tuzee. Yep, me. You get to sing along with me. So I hope you can invite your entire family and your friends. There's going to be more stuff going out on my social media. If you're not following me, please follow me. And if you have not subscribed, please press that button. Please press that button and subscribe. And help me share these episodes about the holidays. And let's bring back that love, joy, and happiness of Christmas time. But yeah, and don't forget, guys, COVID sucks, but love endures, and love will overcome. That is it. Love will. So loving somebody this year, okay? And keep watching, because I'm gonna have the recipe for my Christmas cookies at the end of the show, okay? But yes, thanks again for watching. Love you guys, and that's it for today. Be back here next week. Mwah!